Yeah, I started this way too excited. Hello everybody, welcome! Have a good afternoon, have a great evening. It's Monday, the 1st of December. Dual Filter, you are the first chatter. Thank you. How are you doing? Just let me know if you can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can, but, you know, it doesn't hurt. Raven! Welcome. I gotta start this, I'm gonna give it like 30 more seconds to marinate. And I gotta start with a disclaimer. But first, gotta take my pills, guys. I'm sure if you can see it. I've reached an age where I have a special case for pills. With, you know, like each one with a different day mark. So, how are you doing, guys? I have to take my pills, of course, because my wife is gonna be upset with me. She prepares them for me. Nothing's wrong. These are just vitamins. These are just vitamins. So, apparently my wife likes me this much that she wants me to live long, and she prepared supplementation. Oh, sorry, guys. I forgot to take them. I'm gonna take the pills. Remco. Good evening to you as well. Okay, so there's already a couple of you on stream. Welcome. I'm really happy to host you tonight. I gotta start with a little disclaimer. You see, I've been in the office today. And it might not seem like much because people go to offices all the time. But for the past 6 months, I've been working remotely. And a year and a half before that, I was unemployed. So it's... And previously, before I became unemployed, I was also mostly remote. So I spent 9 hours today in the office. And it took me an additional hour and a half to commute back and forth. And let's just say that my brain is totally fried. My brain is not braining today. So I'm not really sure what's gonna happen, but we will see. Essentially, it's so nice. Tea, biscuits, and pills. Exactly. The whole package. The good stuff and the necessary stuff. 100%. So, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna start a brand new playthrough. I did a small test run of the settings before before I actually started playing, before I decided to play this. So we're in Louisville. This is Shirley Parish because she will surely perish. I gotta give a massive shout out to Aces from my Discord for coming up with the name. But we are going to spawn in a very specific place, which is a FunXtreme Centre at the very center. Well, no, hold on. Let me take that back. Not at the very center. At the north edge of the center of Louisville. Now, the settings are fairly smooth. It's going to be normal zombie population, so don't expect hordes. I do have low sprinter volume set, so that we're just going to mix it up a little bit and make it a bit more challenging. And I just want to survive Louisville, so we will see where it goes. Hi, baby. I just praised you on stream. Again. Thomas! Hello to you. Because I showed this lovely little pill case that you've prepared with all the pills that I'm supposed to take. You're taking good care of me, you know. So, in the meantime, I did post yet another survey. So, feel free to, like, add your votes. Oh, geez. I can see the results real time, which you guys can probably see as well. I'm glad there are no broke people among the ones in the audience. That means that's good for you. But yeah, I haven't voted on this survey yet. You guys can probably imagine. Anyways, let's get the show on the road, okay? So we are in FunXtreme Centre, and for some reason it's pitch black, and I'm not sure why. It's still loading. So the power is still on. I just gotta find the light switch. I kind of memorized how this place looks. Oh, and I should have probably mentioned, I haven't posted the Modpack yet, but I'm just gonna quickly show it to you, because this is very important from the perspective of the playthrough, right? Few of the things which I think are interesting to mention in the Modpack. I removed antibodies. Because it's messing up my game. I have replaced antibodies with have I replaced it with They Knew? Yeah, I replaced it with They Knew. So this is kind of a get out of jail free card. I have tons of my regular mods, but I think what I wanted to show you guys is that I will be playing... Is it? Can't find it on the list. Anyways, I am playing with Cryogenic Winter. So it's... make it a bit more difficult. So this is the FunXtreme Centre. Which is... This is the Ohio River, right? And this is the Louisville Bridge. We are dead in the middle of Louisville. And we have nothing but underwear on. Now the great thing... Blight, good evening to you. The great thing about this place is that they have this lovely locker room. Which usually carries a ton of useful stuff. So, I'm starting deprived. I can't really find some cool, like bowling shoes, blue shirt. But I'm gonna just, get myself organized a little bit. Then I'm gonna see if there are any things that could act as weapons. Oh, see, this one, for example, one has fingerless leather gloves. Not great, but also not bad. And a leather coat. Oh, it's actually even better than this regular jacket. I just started. That's okay. So how was your weekend, guys? It's actually pretty cool. And 2 leather coats. In fact, and a bottle. Look at lots of goodies. If I would have like my sewing kit, I would immediately start patching up my clothes. So how was your weekend, guys? How did you like take advantage of Black Friday? Did you catch any amazing deals? Golf club. Mine was I watched Stranger Things on a Saturday. That was the highlight of Saturday. Then and some pants. I actually honestly speaking, this outfit, this is probably something that I wouldn't be... Babe, check this out. This is a fairly decent outfit, isn't it? A golf cap, pants, and a leather jacket. Hey, I mean, not bad, isn't it? It's decent. You know what she said? As long as it doesn't, like include any heels or like nylons or stuff, it's good. No fun at all. Okay, guys, but one more thing. Before we actually start exploring Louisville, we gotta play Tetris. At least one round. Hold on. Play Tetris. So, going back to the weekend, on Saturday, what I've done was I was watching Stranger Things. Oh, sorry, I forgot it. You use the arrows instead of, right? Use the arrows instead of, the regular rollers. And then on Sunday, what we did was we took our dogs for a long walk. I actually shared the pictures on Discord. And then I just spent the rest of the day in front of the computer watching sports. So I must say the weekend was pretty amazing. No spoilers. No, I'm not spoiling anything. I can only say it was very good. Black Friday overshadowing Thanksgiving. That's a great call out. Actually. Good evening, Antelope. I'm just, like one quick round of Tetris and we're gonna play regular Zomboid. I just love this mod. It's amazing. And by the way, usually I am really bad at this. Somehow, so far, I'm doing pretty good. Now, if you're wondering, this is obviously a standalone mod. It does make noise, so whenever you're playing it, you have to be mindful of the surroundings. But it's just amazing to kill time. If, you have nothing to... Oh, see, now I'm starting to really mess up. If you have nothing to do, you don't know how to spend your time, this is always an option. Are you familiar with any other like arcade games that can be added into the game as a way to kill time? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm wasting my time here. In-game time passes, it does. It does, because it doesn't stop anything. So you can get jumped by zombies. Yeah, you can like... Life goes on, Okay, so there are a few interesting locations. Space Invaders would be amazing. There are a few really interesting locations very close to this spot. Apart from the strip club. Which... Yeah, it's very close. It's nearby. There is also a pawn shop. Which is always tempting because, pawn shops mean lots of various cool things that one can find. That's unusual. No food. Alright, so we're gonna go outside. Quick look outside. Probably incredibly cold because of the cryogenic winter, but I'm ready for this. And yeah, fun fact, I actually tested this in real life the other day. Zombies should be visible in these environments with high levels of fog. I've shown video, like photo proof that silhouettes of humans are easily distinguishable in like you know, in fog. So, oh Jesus Christ. Oh wow. Okay, there's way more than in the previous playthroughs I tested offline, because obviously when I play offline, not streaming, everything is going well, and when I play online, you know, everything has to be much more difficult. Solitaire might be an interesting addition, I totally agree. I am also thinking about Arkanoid. I think the game's name was Arkanoid. That moving platform, you were bouncing the ball off that moving platform just to like remove, you know, layers of blocks on top. That's Arkanoid, wasn't it? I try to. I'm just catching up on chat right now. Remco mentioned he's trying to avoid Black Friday promos because they're usually a scam. So I think one of the things that European Union did well was that law they changed where you need to, as a company that's selling stuff, you are actually forced to display the lowest price from the last 30 days. Therefore, it's impossible for you to, you know, to run a promo, but, you know, like, artificially increasing the price before to make the promo look much more, you know, attractive. I've seen these clips from the States where people are showing, you know, where people are like showing price tags of, you know, products that went on sale, and if they remove the price tag, underneath that price tag there is a regular price tag, which is obviously lower than the promo price. So yeah, I think what EU has done with that particular piece of legislation, where you're actually forced to show the lowest price from the previous 30 days, is very consumer friendly. One of some really good examples why sometimes legislation is actually not a bad thing. My mom always said those games will kill you. For the sake of nostalgia, Snake. Snake would be incredibly easy to implement. Because of this, the complexity of the game. It's really like very basic, so probably something that we, you know, the modders should find really to have applied in the game. Oh, a sewing kit, one of the favorite things to find early. Though I must say, recently when I was testing out this you know, the concept for the live stream, for the love of God, I couldn't find. Oh, guys, look at this! I couldn't find scissors. I had to like look in half of a neighborhood just to freaking find scissors. And scissors are important. Scissors are obviously important to cut. You know, to play around. Whoa, hello. Oh Jesus, what have I done? That's pretty lame. I don't think that's fucking hell. What have I done? Okay, so now we are on a quest to find See, I told you. I told you. My brain is not. You're not disturbing me at all. I mentioned it at the very beginning of the stream. I had a lot of. I mean, I spent 9 hours in the office today. Okay, and before that, I was commuting to the office, and it's been a long day. So I haven't been in the office for the last 2 years. So yeah. I don't have antibodies now, so my only chance is finding a cure, and I have to prioritize that then. I have to find this weird-ass zombie that will carry the cure. If she dies, then I'm gonna restart. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna restart again. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing that, but it's just ridiculous. I'm gonna start over again. In meantime, I'm gonna follow up. So, Dual Filter says Amazon does not follow what you said. I think they're obliged to. At least in the EU, on their main webpage, there should be some sort of an information for the consumer, which is going to outline the price. Yeah, streaming starts now. we're gonna start again. Anyways, so now that I work in e-commerce now, we are obliged to follow the EU regulations in regards to that. So this is like this, and it should actually be easy accessible for the consumer. So this, as far as I understand, I'm not a lawyer, but as far as I know, it should be kind of not something that you would have to, like go through 5 different sub pages to find that piece of information. It should be clear. You work at Amazon, okay? Well then, shame on them if that's how they're doing it. We gotta call the right people. Okay, I'm gonna try again. That one was just a warm-up session. Normally, before I start streaming, I usually warm up, play 15 minutes, just, to get the vibes in. This time I didn't do it. I took a shower, actually. One more time. That's just a flesh wound. But I gotta tell you guys, when I went to the office today, I've had a lot of fun in the office, like collaborating with people. And it was kind of like first day for me because I've been with the company for 6 months now. But some of you that been with me, following me, that it was kind of a restructuring and it wasn't gonna happen. So now I am a member of a new team. And I managed to meet these guys face to face for the first time today, and it's a brand new team, a brand new process. We had to figure a lot of shit out. Half of it we didn't even start to figure out, but I really enjoyed the collaborative. But commuting, being physically to the office, you gotta plan stuff like you have to organize lunch and stuff. People used to do that. I got so... This became like so out of... Okay, but this time, we are now like going serious. That was just a warm-up. Okay. I'm probably not gonna be as lucky with stuff. See, that time I found a duffel bag, pants. Because Raven, I am using the deprived. That gets the character start with nothing but their underwear on. But it's worth 6 points. So it's an excellent, risk to reward. Remco, have a great afternoon. Get some rest. Remember there was... But I think these are empty. Now there is something really weird here. This whole warehouse is just full of glow sticks. There's nothing but glow sticks. I don't think they have any practical... And... Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna go outside. That bag is not very useful because you are unable to carry it on your back. You can only carry it in your primary or offhand. So this is not a really... Oh. On office. So these are not, you know, like useful for carrying stuff. But a paperclip is... The smoke, like it's 93, is a mod which makes... Long story short, it just adds cigarettes to zombies. So it's kind of hard to imagine that in the 90s, almost nobody is a smoker. And that's the problem with Project Zomboid, is that in the vanilla version of the game, it's really almost impossible to find smokes on dead bodies. Like, everyone is just living the healthiest life possible. Smoke like it's 93 simply increases the spawn rate of cigarettes, cigars, and chewing tobacco on zombies. So you're much more likely to find cigarettes, and you're much more likely to find like lighters, matches. You know, you get the idea. It's a really useful mod, by the way. It's nothing that one would consider, you know, not immersive. Because statistically, right now, it's like what, 40% of people, of adults, are smokers, or something like that. So in like early 90s, it was definitely more. So if you take that into consideration, it just doesn't make any sense that you're not able to find cigarettes on regular people. So that's what it does. Okay, so I've see the difference in the zombie spawn rate. Look, we restarted the game exactly the same settings. There are barely any here, right? And previously there was like a whole horde. So like mentioned, there is this pawn shop, and I want to start by seeing what I can find here. Now, these pawn shops usually carry some good clothing items. Okay. A boxing headgear. Okay, why not? I'm gonna remove my safety goggles. Find something. That's all shit. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, better. I'm not expecting to do any fishing, actually. Oh, wow. It's actually pretty... Balaclava! And the scarf. Amazing. This is actually super cool. She's already starting to look really badass. Now, this pawn shop is really nice because it has a... Oh, hello there. I should probably mention also that in this particular build, I am again playing as weak and out of shape. So combat, especially early on, will be a problem. Exactly. So if that's what's the that's what I don't like about the concept of smoking, or actually the availability of tobacco in your base version of the game, because it just makes no sense. And the mod fixes that. I found a bag and a military boots. That's nice. Oh, we got a pack of glow sticks. We just left a freaking warehouse full of glow sticks. Not necessarily something that I would need. To replace the leather coat now. Oh, a baseball bat. A small knife. Postcard from the Czech Republic. Okay. Desert Eagle. Not bad. Those hockey pants, I think they... Aren't they shorts? Oh, a hatchet. Jerry cans. Oh, they are nice too. They are very... They are cool if you want to store... like... Now we're talking. If you want to store stuff like... fuel. They look awesome. Gonna be using pipe wrench then. I took the pipe wrench as a secondary weapon, just in case. But I found a baseball bat, so... I also need a hammer. And I want to get inside here. This place is gonna have tons of weapons. Now with the hockey pants, I would much rather have football padded pants, because I think the football ones are... The hockey ones are short. And given that I am playing with Cryogenic Winter, then... Yeah, there is just ammo here. What type of ammo does the Desert Eagle use? It needs a magazine to operate. Okay, so I have a Desert Eagle without... I have a Desert Eagle which is not Desert Eagle. A belt. Okay, that is not a bad start. The pawn shop delivered. Now there is one more specific store I want to visit. It's right around this corner, and that is a hardware store, which I am expecting to have the usual loot you can find in a hardware store. So kneecaps, you know, maybe a crowbar, nails, so I can put nails on a baseball bat and make it more deadly. These kinds of things. Oh, the store is plenty of customers. Oh, and they all decided to... They all took notice. Okay, I'll let them come in waves. Okay, that is not a wave. That's a tidal wave. No need to panic. I'm gonna try and lose them. I missed life and living, but early on I don't think I'm gonna be doing much crafting. I was actually thinking, because it obviously all depends on how long I'll survive, but considering how I started, then maybe I shouldn't be talking too much about long-term plans. But I could either just try and live off what I find in Louisville, and considering how huge it is, it should be fairly easy to just, you know, salvage whatever I find and live off that. But there's also another alternative approach I could take, and that is to just walk out of Louisville. More here. That group alone is a bit scary also. So that's the thing that I am considering, Raven. So I could either... Oh, hello. I was thinking about the Riverside Villas. There is this one which is particularly cool that I really like. If I would walk southwest from where I am... Oh, they broke the door, see? If I would walk southwest from where I am, I would reach eventually a place where there are like a couple of really large villas. And there is one that has this really lovely greenhouse. It's not exactly a greenhouse per se, so the building is not... It's more like a storage unit, but it looks like a greenhouse. And I could maybe think about, you know, setting up farming and stuff. Because since that is a building, it actually maintains the temperature, which is allowing vegetation to... I would love for them to notice me. I don't want to get out because I'm not sure what's on the... You know, if the corners are clear. Maybe if they could spot me. I think I got them moving already. And again, like mentioned, given the fact that it is Louisville, I don't necessarily need a base at all, right? Because I can just move from house to house and eat off what I find and live off that. Okay, I'm a bit like scared to get out, but I think I gotta do it. Okay, there's nobody here. Good. We are playing it extra careful. I really want to... Yeah, that first 15 minutes, this was just a mistake. Clearly, you know, just misclicked. Shouldn't happen. Now we are playing proper Project Zomboid. And lovely. We're gonna start with some peanut butter jelly sandwiches. PBJs. Why slice the bread? Oh, something broke. It was showing bread, which didn't exist anymore. That's funny. And I should probably turn on life and live. No, you never know when you're gonna need some skills. Guys, my dog is so stupid. It's just... Sometimes it's just so incredible. Oh, jeez. Bro. Why? Don't even start. Bro is just out of control. Kentucky Sports Bible. Fitting, given that we are in Kentucky. Now, I don't know anything about Kentucky's sports. The only thing I know about sports in Kentucky is obviously I know that LSU is good at football. Or used to be good at football. But I'm not sure if that's still a thing, so... Oh, hello. Good one. Kentucky Derby. Okay, yeah. Shit, I probably should have known that. I was playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby. So I should probably know a lot about horse racing. Please don't judge me. I actually had fun playing that game. Sega Genesis. Now, if we could only find some Sega games. And there is some Garl. Oh, it's rotten. See how careful I became after that mishap at the very beginning? Oh, another Sega Genesis. Ooh, sweet. I'm gonna like set up in the first apartment for now. Gonna take everything that I think will be, of any value, and gonna be book show. Temporary. Look at this, more magazines. Lovely. And why am I tense? Is it because... Is it because there are zombies everywhere outside banging on? That's game. A pen. Kitchen. Alright, nothing. Fine. It must be the water. They must be banging on the doors or something. That's why she's tense. Thing is, I don't see any of them. And by the way, one thing, I gotta turn up the volume. I don't hear anything. Oh, where did my... What happened? Wait, where's my inventory? Oh, there it is. Something broke there for a moment. Yeah, I will have to take care of that banging because she's not gonna be able to rest. Gonna be like just constantly putting her at an agitated state. It actually sounds like a lot. Here's one. Oh, it's a sprint. It was a sprinter, by the way. Eee! Holy shit, look at this. Look at that. That was so... Oh, and a sprinter also. Okie dokie. We don't want you guys here. Oh shit, I got goosebumps. Yo, that scared the shit out of me again. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... Oh, well, hello. I really hope these doors will... That's getting a bit tense, doesn't it? Gotta lose the tail. Do I have my baseball bat with me? I do. Yeesh. That was scary. There has to be a way out of this. I think, yeah, over here. Oh, hello. Another sprinter. They're everywhere, guys. Gotta get rid of the sprinter first. Oh no. Good. Regroup. I wonder where this door leads. Gonna close it just in case. Am I cornered? Does it feel like I am cornered? It does feel a bit like it, doesn't it? The thing is, I could try and get out this way, but I'm gonna try and see if I can kill these three from behind. Oh, the sprinter is the one that I am most worried about. But apparently he's just an idiot. Okay. We're good. Print is no good. Gotta get Verizon. T-Mobile. That's what we would be using here. Or Orange. We don't get Verizon in Europe. Or at least I'm not aware of that. Okay, they teared down the door over here, so they already broke through. I'm gonna go round the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside. At this rate, you will have to make another 2 characters. You know what we would say in Polish? I'm pretty sure you know, because we would say człowiek małej wiary, which loosely translates to a person of, like, very little faith. Oh. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Well, I do have a knife. I should take advantage of the fact that my character has actually pretty decent, like, sneaking, light-footed, so I built this character to try and avoid combat as much as I can. And I obviously started playing by going into combat. Of course I would. I have to clear out this area because it's gonna really make things difficult for me. Probably should close the door. What I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna go on the first floor. Because I think I will be able to see something from these walkways Oh, a hammer. That's one thing I needed. Have some first aid stuff. I do. Hold on. Not this one. Oh no, it's actually... How am I supposed to... Oh, I thought maybe I will be able to somehow get into this area. But it actually doesn't seem so. Yeah, it's all just... Yeah, leading to the same place. You really need to get that... Yeah, I probably need to get that mod. That's true. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna try and reach the kitchen. I think this is not a good idea, isn't it? I'm gonna try and do it. Okay, they kind of spread out. Come on, notice me. What a stupid zombie. Okay. I got an even better idea.
Hey!
I'm just gonna... Very quiet. We need a metal... Yeah, and I need to be able to walk inside of a cardboard box. That would be amazing. Not the entrance. Okay. Yo, how do I enter the kitchen? It's so dark here. There we go. Ah, okay. This way. Just a narrow passage that I didn't notice. Shenanigans, yeah. Oh shit! The way is shut. All the directions, I'm cooked. What I could try and do is just fight them through these glass. Okay, that took care of the sprinters. Step 1. Step 2, take care of the normies. Almost 6 p.m. I want to get back to that apartment. I really want to get back there. I want to spend the rest of the day reading magazines and eating. Okay, but this... okay, cleared a little bit. One more customer. Oh, come on. Right. Oh shit, another group. Is it no to answer your question, Aces, it's just a default sprinter noise. So this is not any additional modes or anything that's making them scarier. It's just the way they are. They have this really eerie screeching sound. E7. Am I cornered? Wonder if I could just like make a run for it. Oh Jesus! Yo, there's so many of them. There weren't so many when I was playing solo. That's crazy. Yeah, it got me. Is it a bite? Of course it is. Because why not? Jesus. Not my day. I gotta find a cue. Turning back. So, the funny thing, when I was playing this, 2 days ago, over the weekend, just to test out if, you know, the Modpack is working and everything, I had almost no zombies at all in this area, and the first group that I found, it had that special zombie that had the cure. Explain this to me. Now I'm playing with you guys. This whole place is crawling. And out of all the things, there isn't a single, you know, the special zombie. So yeah, just my dumb luck. I'm gonna die again, and I just keep on embarrassing myself in the. I don't know. I would love to grab these, but I don't have time for. That's just streamer's luck. 100%. Yeah. I gotta find a cure now. There is no other way, and now is not the time to be. No, to be cautious. I was looking for the right word again. Now I got Thermia. I think I'm gonna rage quit soon. Like, seriously, I am getting really frustrated with this. Holy shit, so many Rex. Somebody was asking me on the Discord today about Rex. I could really use a car right now. Like a functioning one. Yeah, I'm already dying. Any luck, maybe? A key inside? Of course not. Oh, an Oshkosh. Lovely. No cure. I mean, right now, even if I would find a zombie with a cure, I wouldn't be able to, like, beat them anyways. The game name is Project Zomboid. AKA just frustrating my... Hey, missed me. The game... Guys, the game looks easy. The game looks really easy. It does get easier over time, indeed. I'm gonna let them kill me. I'm gonna show it to you guys, because I don't want to sound like somebody that's not genuine. I'm gonna load up the offline game that I started. Because it's just insane how unfair it is. It's just... The Sims 4 for men, totally agree. It's just crazy. I don't understand this. Anytime I play with you guys, I am becoming lunch. Thank you, Aces. That's a great way of putting it. Let me load up. Just kill zombies and survive. Light work, 100%. And make sure to eat well, sleep well, take care of your mental health. But you know what? Check this out. This is no, this is not the one. Shit, I think I didn't leave that save. I don't have any proof for you guys. I have no proof. So, Patagonia, the thing is... I'm gonna load this one up. The thing is, this one is messed up because antibodies messes up the immune system. But the thing is... Like, I managed to survive with sprinters. It's just, somehow, the distribution of zombies is... it's just really weird. I don't know. I mean, I know why it happens. The random seed spawns, which impact the locations at which the zombies spawn. It can, like, mess up with you in various different ways. But yeah, I mean... It's just my luck, I guess. Sprinters are a special types of zombie. Normally, the zombies, they are slow and they are not able to catch you. With one exception, there is a specific type of zombie that is a sprinter, which it does what it says. It sprints and it's super fast. So like, this is exactly the same setting, right? Check this out, guys. Sandbox options. Again, normal population. Sprinter amount is set to 6%. And like, it's almost the same build. Again, like out of shape, weak. I even managed to get overweight. And I've survived for 8 days and I killed 169 zombies. I was like really staying low. And like, I spawned right here in exactly the same spot. And I managed to traverse over these 8 days this entire area and reach the villas. With Sprinter Zone, right? Like, no issues. And now that I'm playing with you guys, I get eaten like within the first day. So yeah, I'm gonna give it one more try, guys. It's 9 p.m. I still have tiny bit of energy in me. Like this tiny bit. And considering there is 22 of you, which I think is very close to my all-time high on stream, so welcome, guys. I'm gonna give it one more go. And we will see if, you know, if this is a skill issue. Or what else? One more time. Luckily, I have all the presets saved, so it doesn't really... doesn't take much time to start a new game. Or maybe the name just jinxes her. And that's all your fault, Aces, and we can blame it all on you. Hey, Ramon, the deal is that I'm getting killed. That's... I'm just getting eaten alive. But long story short, it's spawning in Louisville, normal zombie population, low sprinter count. Yeah. Oh, and I gotta check the poll. Shit. 48% says I'm broke anyway. Would you like some debt? Would you like some debt? I saw this awesome. There is this really cool guy that I follow on Instagram. I don't remember his name now, but he's basically a journalist from Australia. And he's making these funny clips on how companies basically scam you. And all of that is done in a format in which it's kind of a discussion inside an office. And there are various people from different departments talking to each other about all the different tricks companies play on their consumers. Like, so... yeah, in regards to Black Friday, he had this cool clip where he was saying, you know, it's Black Friday. We got some great deals. And he switches to a different camera angle where it's also him asking him questions. So what's on sale? Like, rent? Power bills? Petrol? Nah, bro, it's about stuff. You know, TVs, barbecues, these kinds of shit. And then he says, well, I am broke. I don't have any money. Well, would you like some debt? And then he's going on shaming, you know, like, buy now, pay later schemes and... you know, all kinds of different ways of people getting drawn into making really poor financial decisions. Okay, but Gertrix, focus. One more time. We're spawning in the FunXtreme Centre. Quickly looting through various rooms here. Great find, leather gloves. Very early. I'm absolutely taking a golf club. One more save remaining. Or it's like, you know, if I was a cat, I would have 7 lives. But I have no patience to try this 7 times. No chance in hell. Yeah, the FunXtreme Centre comes with the Tetris mode. So if you get the Tetris mode, you also get the ability to spawn here. And it's actually a pretty cool place. It's got this mini golf club, mini golf course. It's the bowling alley. And it's very close to a strip club, actually. If anyone's interested. I know Raven knows that club very well. I'm sure he's been a frequent visitor. Get alone, go off-grid. You know, that's one way to do it. I live there. I don't want to shame on it, but it doesn't really sound like an exciting life. Bandage. I hope I won't need it this time. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need it. A needle and a thread. Okay, I'm gonna check this last storage room. It's located in Louisville, correct. You're helping as much as you can. Doing my best. I'm gonna take the mop because I can turn the mop into a spear. Gonna greatly increase our survival chances. As soon as I'm gonna find the knife. And in fact, before I'm gonna get out, I'm just gonna quickly go to the kitchen. See if they have a knife. Because I would feel much more comfortable had I had a... No knife, but I can attack them with a gravy mix. I'm gonna be throwing gravy at them. And they're gonna find themselves so delicious that they're gonna each eat each other instead of me. Genius strategy. A diversion. Okay, no knives. So I'm stuck with the golf club. Oh, and a satchel. These on zombies. Especially if they're barbecued. Okay, is it because the door somehow obscures vision, or... Okay, now the like the spawn rate is completely different. Now I cannot see the inside of the store. So I cannot tell what's inside the store, but the street looks incredibly clear. I would prefer making less noise, please. Yo, look at this, guys. There isn't a specific difficulty. It's not something that you can define as, you know, like easy, medium, hard. There are multiple settings that you can modify, which kind of affect the experience. You might say that what I am playing right now is... I think you can say it's a little bit above normal difficulty, because I did spawn in the largest city in the entire game. So technically the one that should have the most zombies. But I didn't set the population to any like extreme levels, and I know there are some people who love to play with extreme levels of zombies. So this is like upper intermediate. Unless my chat wants to disagree with me and you know, just say that this is easy and I'm just, you know, I'm a noob. Like, if I wouldn't be mad. That's what you think. Okay. I want to sneak around the corner. Okay. See, look at this. Okay, there is like a small group over here, but this is nowhere near what I faced in the previous 2 games. By the way, same game. Same settings. Well, I'm definitely not staying in this apartment. Sewing kit, but no scissors inside. That banging on the pawn shop is gonna be really annoying. So I absolutely have to take care of it. Andre, like 17 days is already very decent. And I hope, you know, like my guides were at least helpful to some extent. Burnt tofu. Probably just as good if it's not burnt. Before I'm gonna go out and start fighting them, this time I'm gonna go to the roof and have a look around from a vantage point. I think that's how you like say it in English, right? A vantage point. What about the parking lot here? Also a few. Now I cannot see what's directly underneath, like next to the walls, so hard to judge the final number. Help to raise electrical skill level. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Electrical is a horrible skill to grind. Oh, look at this. Painkillers and antibiotics. Is it noon already? It must be then. You like floors? I like floors. Yeah, that's the carpentry video. No, the thing about you know Zomboid is that low key it can push you to learn some useful things. I mean, first aid, for example. It makes so much sense to learn first aid, like in real life. Now that's a skill that one would never want to really have to use. Oh, a pretzel. Break. Oh, look, a cooler. What is OSCC Hall of Fame? Oh, knives. So it looks like the only way for me to get a knife to actually try and get into the pawn shop. Five is not bad. Besides, these taxis look decent. And taxis, they might have car key. Then I could just shamelessly run them over. Is it worth to start the game at Echo Creek? It's worth to start the game pretty much anywhere. That really just depends on your playstyle and long-term plans. Echo Creek is not very big, so it's not as loot rich as some other areas. But then it's more manageable when it comes to zombie population. So... my best run in Build 42 actually started in Echo Creek. But I ditched Echo Creek fairly quickly and moved my ass to Irvington. Good. One thing I don't want to do is I don't want to like continue going back into that area that I haven't explored, because I could just... oh no, it's locked. But I was sure I will be able to get in. Well then, up time. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, now we got him. Better. I'm gonna sneak in back to the center. I'm gonna grab another. Yeah, totally, Thomas. I mean, one of my, like, dreams, personal dreams, is I want to move out from my apartment and I want to, like, legit get a small house in the countryside. That's, like, the ultimate goal. But if I ever manage to actually move out of the city and have, like, a small rural house, then what I really want to do is I want to build my own brick barbecue. So I want to, you know, make like a space for barbecue. I want to, for that to also include an area for smoking meat and stuff. So to build like a structure with my own hands that would allow me to do. And that's basically masonry. That's masonry. Oh, look, a rabbit. Run away. Hold on, let me catch up on chat. It's cozy, has a bookstore for a good start. Echo Creek has a bookstore? Or are we talking about something else? And I also support the idea of starting the game playing vanilla and adding mods after you get some first experience. Totally. And then, you know, when it comes to mods, it's all up to your personal taste. And answering your question, I will include the mod list of this particular stream in the description of the stream. I just forgot to do that because I was tired after work. And I'm not even kidding, I was actually tired after work. My wife can confirm. Almost dead. I actually died twice already. Yeah, I'm playing horrible today. Like, incredibly bad. I'm sorry, what? Yes, I can confirm that. I can't explain it, but I've heard the food tastes so much better when you did everything. As a passionate cook, I can absolutely say that's true. Example. Cookies. I like store-bought cookies. I like bakery bought cookies. But if I make my own cookies, she likes them. She likes them. No, but like that's like a completely different story. Oh, I'm getting hypothermia. I have to be really mindful of the temperature. Same thing, for example, with stuff like meat. I mean, I really like pulled pork. But the one that I like the most is the one that I make myself. So yeah, having the ability to smoke your own meat, and yeah, that would be amazing. Maybe someday. You never know. Let's just say there is a plan. If all goes well, fingers crossed, maybe someday. Oh, Game Gear. That's actually a really cool find. Even though I don't have any games for the Game Gear, actually one of the very few things that I would be willing to grab. All the consoles that you can find, I obviously added them through a mod. It's not, or even a Game Boy. It's even better. The advantage of the Game Boy is that the Game Gear weighs half a kilogram, and the Game Boy's like half of that. So the Game Boy is weight-wise much more efficient. These are not vanilla. They're obviously modded items, but one of my favorite ones, and incredibly useful. Oh, a switchblade. And a holster. Could use it. Switchblade. Oh, even better, a hunting knife. Oh, that's actually sweet. Ditching the switchblade then. Radio. So, scanner module. Not sure what it does. So, did you know that from all of the short blades that you're able to find, the hunting knife is the best one? More scanner modules. I don't know what these do. Oh, perfect. Gonna wear these instead of... Should I? Hold on. Padded pants? They are... cannot be repaired? No, bullshit. I'm not wearing these. I'm wearing the jeans. Yeah, I mean, it will only outlive me if I'm gonna do a decent enough job putting it together, right? If it's gonna be some shoddy masonry work, then they will probably not survive. But yeah. Anything brick is durable. I mean, the place that I live in, it's an apartment complex, right? Very typical for Europe. And it's brick. It's obviously, you know, like there are layers and layers of different stuff put on top of that brick. But the structure of the building is brick. And it's been, ooh, basic electronics. It's been built in the 1950s. And it's actually, like, pretty good. It's pretty good. It's still, you know, decent. Hold on, guys. My wife has an important question. Yes. No. I mean, I would love to do that, but... Oh, that's a sprinter. Still alive. Okay, I gotta check these taxis because maybe one of them would have car keys. They look in excellent condition. Oh, it actually has a key. What a lovely coincidence. What about the engine? It's actually pretty decent. The only thing that's not looking good is the tank. No car. Actually, Raven, this taxi, this not green. Eel, I guess. Yeah, yo, it's amazing. I don't even know what this color is called in my native language. The only reason I think it's teal, but guys, correct me if I'm wrong, is because video games. I did the good girl thing and got asparagus instead of cookies at Costco. Actually, asparagus is amazing. One of my favorite things to eat. And it, you know, those of you that ever like ate asparagus also know this cool side effect that it has, which I always find incredibly funny. But whenever there is the asparagus season, for us it's what? It's like it's spring, isn't it? Huh? Late spring. June? Summer. It is late spring. Summer starts on the 22nd of June. So it absolutely is late spring. Oh, I can carve a spear. It's still the same char, yes. Why is there minus 51 Celsius though? Because I am using a mod which is called Cryogenic Winter because I am a masochist. Valid question and a great eye actually. And I should probably stack some more clothes on me. I don't have any jacket on me. Crazy. I have the coat. Sweater. I need to find some sort of a sweater. Or a tank top. Sweater. Replace leather coat. Why can't you wear a coat on top of a sweater? What kind of a sorcery is this? Can I wear the sweater and the jacket? I can actually. So it's just the leather coat, which, like, okay, that's one of the things that doesn't make any sense. Oh, this is a laundry room. This is actually... Oh, guys, I have a key to this van. The van is beautiful. The van is amazing. The van is everything I want and like even more. So now there's a very important question that I should ask myself. And that is, That didn't last long. Should I grab the car and just go? I heard a zombie. Hold. I'm sure of it. I heard something. So now having a van, and this is a legit question, guys, and I need to consult this with you. I could either stay here and just live off what I find, or I could move to one of the villas that I kind of thinking about originally. Either this or that. I think I'm gonna stay here for a couple of days, see if I am able to find. And eventually I'm gonna move. Not yet. There are a couple of really interesting locations that are worth checking out. Hardware store. Like, I think there is, like in this section over here, there are some other stores that I could. Moving would probably be safer. Because, I mean, obviously, I am in Louisville. This place is... Ah! Perfect execute. Oh, it's like a cinema. Didn't know it. Thematic magazines, Hollywood news, movies monthly, and silver screen. So that I really like this. I mean, these are small things, but the fact that, you know, if you find magazines in a cinema, they are about cinema, not a random mag bonds, something that actually makes. Now I can find these magazines in a different location. Right across the street, actually. Achilles, hello! How is the uni stuff going? I actually had my first day in the new role today. And it was a lot of fun. It was pretty hectic. A long day. But a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Oh, I thought I can get into this store somehow. These, like, corridors. And I actually can do that. Alright, great. Great success. I'm not gonna... I already died twice today. So this is my third and final attempt. That being said, I did pick a pretty hardcore way of playing the game, so... But guys, those of you who like were from the very beginning of the stream, the previous 2 attempts, just look at the difference in the amount of zombies that spawned. It's just crazy that it's so different. It's not even close. But this also means that if the zombies are not here, they absolutely have to be somewhere else. White monster? White monster! Oh, that's my celebration drink. Pretty crazy with all these TVs. They're just randomly playing different stuff. I'm not gonna be pushing. The day was good enough. I'm gonna read all the magazines I found. I'm gonna read the book. And I'm just gonna put her to sleep because tomorrow is another day. I have never seen The Walking Dead. I'm not a big, like, series person at all. My wife is. She likes to binge watch stuff. I personally don't do that much. Though I did binge watch Stranger Things on Saturday. Guilty. But I've never seen Walking Dead. And I'm not sure if I am missing out or if it's crap. There are only, like... Jim G, howdy. There are only few series that I actually, like, watched and enjoyed. My all-time favorite series... All-time favorite... is Band of Brothers. Now that's peak. Absolutely peak, peak content. Love it. But like I also really enjoyed Chernobyl. Awesome series. Stranger Things, probably one of my favorite ones, even though it gotten lame over time. I still enjoy it though. And it gets lamer the longer it goes. The first series that I really watched when I was younger was Lost. And that's again a series that started incredibly strong and then just went on to deteriorate over time. And I'm thinking, were there any other series? I mean, Band of Brothers is my all-time favorite. It's amazing. They don't make these. And it also makes me cry, Jim. There are like few scenes that really hit hard. The one that I like. The one that really hits me, and you guys might laugh, but it's not cry in a sense that, oh my god, I'm crying, it's so sad, but it's more like emotional, is the end of first episode, when they are boarding the Dakotas, and they are heading out for the German coast. And that entire sequence, it's 5 minutes long. It all starts with... Captain, I think he was captain at that stage. With Captain Winters, like lifting every single soldier that's gonna be with him on that, on board of that Dakota and getting them all into the plane. And then they start flying and there is this majestic music in the background. That's amazing. So you guys are recommending The Walking Dead. The first 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah, I mean, it is a staple in the genre. I can totally get that. So it'd be like, it's yeah, it's imperative for the whole community. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should like watch it at some point. I don't know. Z Nation is a fun show to drunk watch. I could imagine that a lot of things are fun to watch when you're in a proper state. Okay, last thing before going to sleep, let me just quickly add padding to items that I'm sure are worth padding to. I recently watched a show. I mean, 95% of you would have no clue that the show even exists. I cannot blame you. It's a Polish series. It's a mini series, actually. It's 5 episodes. It's called Cavalius. It's essentially a story of a Polish ferry that sank in the Baltic Sea in like early 90s. It was a pretty big catastrophe here at that period of time, and it's the theme is similar to Chernobyl, because it's kind of just, you know, dissecting the entire event. Just goes back and forth between you know, the sinking and what was done later, you know, with investigation. It's not as factual as Chernobyl was, because Chernobyl was really close, factually accurate in many areas. Now, Cavalius there is lots of fiction, lots of, you know, added flavor to spice up the story, but still, it was enjoyable. And it was a Netflix series. Look, guys, if you think that I should play something else, I've embarrassed myself enough in Project Zomboid that maybe I should like switch niches at some point. Gotta go to sleep. Oh, I cannot go to sleep because she's in pain because she was suing, of course. Excruciating pain. I haven't watched Sopranos. I haven't watched Breaking Bad. I'm digging a huge hole for myself right now because a lot of things I'm saying is probably blasphemous to you guys. I haven't watched Godfather, which is probably, again, not something I should be proud of. Then again, I watched Lord of the Rings 70 times probably. So, you know, there are levels to the game. I haven't watched The Boys. I haven't watched The Office. I'm just gonna keep on naming shows I haven't watched so I can alienate pretty much everyone in the chat right now. But that's the thing, you know. If you ask me, what would I prefer? Watch a show on Netflix or spend my time playing a video game that I enjoy and just try and grind some sort of an achievement that I haven't achieved yet? I would probably pick the latter, actually. I would just grind the game to get an achievement. I mean, just the other day, I was playing Victoria 3. And I picked Hungary. Which is low-key country to play. Given the context that it's happening in the century. Hungary technically didn't even exist. They are like they're a puppet of Austria. And the only reason I was playing them is because there was an achievement called... I don't remember the name of the achievement, but it was related to Hungary, and you had to, like, you know, get certain things done in order to achieve this achievement. And I managed to do it after probably spending 20 plus hours playing Hungary with no intention of actually completing the game. The only thing I wanted to do was actually get that achievement. I got it. I am super proud of it because it's an achievement that only less than 0.5% of all the players of Victoria 3 got. So it's really rare. And was it a fun experience? Did I enjoy the entire process? Of course not. It was boring. But you know, what I like to do. Do I like post-apocalyptic zombie? Like, I do. Look, I was raised on Fallout. Okay? So Fallout was one of the first games I really got super hooked on. So I do enjoy post-apocalyptic vibe. One of my favorite movies is Postman. Okay, I exaggerated. It was like Pep Guardiola calling Mateusz Nunes one of the best players in the world. Maybe it's not one of my favorite movies, but it's a movie I enjoy. Against the general consensus of people calling it a piece of shit, crappy movie. So, do I like zombie movies? I have a personal connection to zombie movies because the first movie I watched... Correction. The second movie I almost watched, let's just put it this way, with my current wife. And then, not my current wife, was World War Z. Okay, the movie was in the background, okay? And I'm not adding any more context. This is embarrassing the way it is. So I do have like a special connection to zombie movies. But is it my favorite genre? Probably not. But game-wise, I love it. And I actually started to enjoy it when I started playing Project Zomboid. I don't have much experience with other like zombie... I mean, I played Left 4 Dead. That was so much fun. A massive scam as well. Andy, you're alive. You're like, you know, you're like Batman. You show up once every 3 months, say something, and then disappear. No, there isn't. There is only one wife. It's the story which is related to the wife. Massive scam as always. I totally agree. By the way. I want to go to Zach's hardware. Ooh, look at him. Look at it go. I was hoping for this to happen. You know what's funny? When I started telling this story, because my wife was in the kitchen, right? And I can actually see her because, you know, from where I'm sitting, the kitchen is like very other end of the apartment. And I just saw her like, what is he talking about? That's true. She made a valid point. She mentioned that the first movie that we watched was not about zombies, and she's correct. When we finished watching the first movie, the second that started was World War Z. I do feel the connection. I have great memories associated with those, you know, with that period of my life, so... Life was easy then. No, actually, right. You know, let's just stop there and not let's not dig a deeper hole. Fishing. I'm not planning on fishing. Cheapskates John Spiral. Copy building key, improvised screwdriver. I would say these are probably not the most important recipes one can learn. How was the movie? It was great. By the way, I love the garden hoe. It's such a great weapon. Had it been more durable... Oh, and one more thing. We seriously need to get a functional chainsaw. Wait, hold on. I'm not gonna be able to use the chainsaw to kill zombies, right? That would be... That would be too much. Andy, if you're still here, not sure if you are, do you think Max can do it? Do you think there is a chance? I mean, technically there is a chance, but do you believe it? Do you believe that he will actually pull it off and that McLaren is going to somehow, you know, mess this whole thing up and just fumble the bag in a historic way? For all of you who don't understand, Formula 1. Oh, what a lovely group. Yeah, that's you're probably right, Elise. It shouldn't work as a like a real solution for killing zombies. But it would be like nice. Max can do it, I am full delusional. Okay, I would love to share your enthusiasm, all I can say. I'm trying to stay, you know, like, leveled and not get my hopes up. I just need Kimi to ram into Lando. Like, just get him out of the race somehow. You know what's insane? If you look at the entire season, there was this one race where Max just went completely bananas. It was in Spain. Not sure if you guys remember that, but he completely lost it. Something happened in his head, and he just unleashed on Russell, and he got a penalty, rightfully so. And I think, if I am not mistaken, it costed him 8 points in total. He is now 12 points behind. Those 8 points would mean the difference is 4. The difference between the first and the second place is 7 points. Gio, how long do I plan to stream? That is a fantastic question that I personally don't really know the answer to. Because it all really depends on how life is gonna go. Usually I stream about 3 hours, so bless you. So I should like still stick around for an hour or so. But I've spent 9 hours in the office today for the first time in 2 years. And I'm not sure how long I'm gonna go manage. Blight, I'm not sure if I've managed to say goodbye before you left. I hope I hold on, I'm just gonna ping him up. Gonna ping him. I don't want to sound rude. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's usually what ifs, right? Or what if Kimi wouldn't take out Max like in front of your eyes? Because it actually happened in front of your eyes. You were sitting right there, right? I mean, Max would easily get P3 in that race. And again, that's 12 points. 15 points, actually. So that difference would be, like completely like negligible. But all of these were like race incidents. But in that unique case in Spain, it was just Max acting like a berserker. Something you wouldn't expect from a seasoned driver. So yeah, that's... Ah, okay. I was wondering what's that noise. Wife is making like supper. Pancake? Pancake. All in all, we've had a great season, which kind of felt like it's already over sometime around Spa. And in the end, we have the championship going down the wire in Abu Dhabi, which is great. Great for the sport. Okay, guys, we're gonna go to the strip club now. I want to stick around in this area before I'm gonna head out for the villas. And actually, there is one more thing that I should do that I haven't even started doing yet. And that is to start trying to grind electrical. Oh, come on. Not serious. There we go. So this place will have all the booze that we would ever need. Now I could actually... It's not that I really need it though. Obviously it's nice. Stuff. Could use it to disinfect wounds. Make Molotov cocktails if needed. Okay, we are going to the Velvet Tassel, guys. Gesundheit. Have to be really careful because we all know that's a place that's gonna have a lot of people. Oh. Oh, look at this. We've got the... Got the... Oh, jeez. Here they come! I'm kind of... Yeah, I'm kind of worried. Raven, you've been here multiple times. What should I expect inside? Like, how hot is it? Because if they start pouring out of there, I am not sure I'm ready for that. Tell Ashley I'll be late. Lol. Okay, so far just two of them. Great, a stripper and a fat guy. How fitting. What is she wearing? Low-key, these things are actually pretty great, guys. Please don't judge. it's not, by no means is it, you know, me wearing these things for the wrong reasons. It's just amazing. It's leather. It provides 20 bite defense and 40 scratch defense, and you can put padding on top of it. So it's amazing when it comes to protective clothes. Full stop. Where that? Get a tail. What did you miss? Bunny tail. Yeah, actually. You've missed a ton, but most of it you missed me dying in various different weird situations. In fact, the one like series is the massive statement, but the one character that I really enjoyed playing was just in case. Oh, this place is so kinky that the things these zombies wear are funny. So there was this one series that I really enjoyed. I tried to clear the Crossroads Mall, and I've managed to... Holy... There's gonna be a lot of them inside. I really have to be careful. Especially if there are gonna be sprinters and more than one. I've managed to clear pretty much the entire parking of the Crossroads Mall, but failed to get inside. I mean, I did get inside and almost immediately died. I have to be really mindful of sprinters. I'm gonna try and use these nice, like, barriers. That makes sense. They should trip over them and land at my feet, and it's easy, right? There goes Ashley. Sorry, mate. I just had a very naughty joke that came to my mind, which I am not going to even... I'm not gonna mention it, don't count on it. Leather gloves, these are great. Stockings, these are also great. That's actually why I wanted to get here, because I was guaranteed to find some of the leather clothes which come with the Frockin' Splendor mod. Because I've mentioned it on multiple streams already, but they are kind of... You can kind of put them on top of your regular clothing. So, they're like extra layers stuff. I think the cat suit is also something that... It doesn't replace anything. It's just yet another layer of protection. And since I don't really need to worry that much about the temperature, given that, you know, cryogenic winter, so the more clothes I wear, the more insulation I have, there is literally no downside to this. A bunny suit. Now, the bunny suit will probably replace... Plenty of customers there. Now, what I should do... If you find something looking like a rubber button, don't use it. Dude. The coat room. Aliens. Don't jinx it, Aces. It's still highly possible. Now, I have to like appreciate the fact that they've done a really good job modeling this place. Especially if you consider, I think these chandeliers. Now, I think they're definitely in that manor. Brentford Quill, I think it's called. Bedford Quill. Something like that. The one that's at the very west of the map. I think it also has these lovely chandeliers. But there are only few locations in the entire game that have these. So somebody really invests a lot of time in designing this particular. No, I'm gonna be smarter than this. Why should I even, like... Should I bother? I should just do it... Work smart, not hard. See, that's what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about using the environment to your advantage. I think it was one of the first things that I've ever put in my videos. I think in the very first episode of the masterclass, I did mention that one of the things you need to do is use the environment to your advantage. Which is a no-brainer, but it's actually an excellent advice to new players. Because, I mean, I could fight them in the open, and it would probably take me 10 swings. But I did fight them a smart way, using the environment, and it took me 3. That's efficiency. Then again, what I'm doing right now is incredibly stupid. Because I shouldn't be ripping clothes apart in the open. Oh, heavy socks. I gotta take. Gonna take all of these with me and gonna play a little bit with sewing. Yep, that's it. Or leather. Gonna add extra padding to all of these leather clothes that I found. Gonna take some time. Absolutely. Could be a difference between life and death, actually. It's a brand new character, Andy. Like 1 day and 4 hours. I started this playthrough today, and I managed to die twice before. So it's like super fresh. My in-game goal is to entertain you guys. No, but I guess like survive. That's the whole thing. I want to explore Louisville as much as possible because that's one of the areas that I'm not really familiar with. It always freaked me out. And I know it's a place that freaks out a lot of players. And just the other day, I saw a post on Reddit of a person saying, I have 800 hours in the game. And I've never been to Louisville. And there are some really interesting places that I would like to see. So even in the like vicinity of this area, I mean the strip club that we just visited, I've never been there. I want to see how it looks. It looks really nice. So what I'm gonna do is I will try to start ticking off the particular places, like visited, because I really want to explore as much as possible. And I'm not me. I don't want to explore the the all the different areas where there are neighborhoods, houses. That's boring. Just to check out all these different locations, different stores. I want to go to the TV studio, which is very interesting on its own, because in the TV station there are specific studios where they record all the different episodes of Life and Living TV. So there is a studio that records the woodcraft. So there are like places that are really interesting to it from a lore perspective. And that's what we're gonna do. We'll see how long we'll survive. Which, realistically speaking, probably what's gonna happen, if I was to bet my money on what's gonna happen, is I'm gonna die as soon as the helicopter came. Something's gonna happen. I'm gonna wake up the very next day and there's gonna be hundreds of... Hopefully not. But that's a likely scenario. The art museum. I've never been to the art museum. I would love to explore the art museum. Sounds amazing. And I just noticed I don't have teasers. Read from... What these... Okay, so let's start playing with clothing. Oh, come on, you serious? I got so many, like, patches, but not a single... Not a single... Okay, let's start patching these things up and add some extra protection. Oh, and if you're annoyed by this mod, I actually kind of enjoy it. It does take more time to properly patch up all the clothes you want. But actually, leveling up tailoring long term is also a good thing to do, because of the extra benefits of the extra protection of each individual patch that you apply to your clothes. So it's definitely an underappreciated skill, like many. So, LV is a fun place when you hoard ammo for months. But if you hoard ammo for months and you start just, blasting, you're gonna attract half of the neighborhood. And you might run yourself into a situation that you're probably unable to get out of. Look, I don't have that much experience seeing that. I've died multiple times on this stream already. But if I was to say what would be my strategy for Louisville, is actually going covert and trying to avoid combat. And picking your fights. Really picking your fights and, like going into combat where you have the upper hand. Gaming, patching, closing Tetris demo. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, I like the XP bonus. It's just, again, as mentioned, I think it's a worthy investment of time. And given that, it's calm right now and I am not under pressure, I can interact with you. Appreciate it. Bowling alley just across the street of the LSU? So it's not the one that it's a different one, isn't it? Because the one that I am, like, I spawned in a bowling alley. But we are nowhere near LSU. There must be another one. Okay, I am out of patches. But... oh, check this out, guys. A lot of these areas right now look really great. Right foot, left foot. Shins look great. The hands are a problem. The hands tend to get bitten a lot. So the only actual downside of these gloves that they don't protect hands. But then again, if I could find chainmail gloves, that would probably do the trick. When you have thousands of bullets, don't pick your fights. I would disagree. Because you still have to account for stuff like reload times. Still have to take into consideration fatigue. And you're just gonna go out blasting. I mean, eventually you're gonna run into a situation. I heard something. Definitely heard. I just don't know where. Oh, over here. So just to like close off the thought, if you just, you still have to pick your fights. You still have to have at least some situational awareness, a plan, because otherwise you can run yourself into... Why on earth somebody throws away a Luthex into the garbage can? What the hell? The most... Ooh, look at this! The most valuable watch out there. I just don't get it. What, first time see what, the watch or the plushie? Oh, look at it, so cute. I'm taking it. Oh, the watch, okay. I tend to find it from time to time. It's definitely not like super common, but I wouldn't say it's that rare. Oh, I noticed these. It's a fake. Please, please. Friend. Original $20. Yo, Andy, you've hit the nail on the head. Whenever using weapons, it needs to be... It needs to be planned. Fake ass Luthex. Oh, 10 patches. Oh, her neck is gonna be screaming for help after all of... Did I just... I clicked wear it, right? Instead of had it in strips. Okay, 12 more. Guys, apologies, but I am going to do more tailoring. because it's really worth my time. Do they have a TV inside? So I could turn on the... They don't. I'm gonna go back to base and turn on the TV because a show is gonna start in a couple of minutes. So yeah. Every time I stream, I promise to myself I'm gonna take it really slow, and then the longer I play, the faster I want to go, and it always ends for me. So if I start to do things too rapidly, too harshly, please stop me. I'm really tired of dying. There we go. A patch that's matching. And another one. And another one. And another one. Great. I know you love to play it on the edge. And, like, you're probably really good at that. Now, what I don't like is that, you know, I tend to get attached to the characters. And what I've noticed about myself is when I play solo, I do play slightly differently. So I don't take as many risks. I tend to be more careful. So it's, you know, guys, it's your fault. You have a bad influence on me. That's... The cat is out of the bag. Yep. I think I am almost reaching a point. Oh, look at this. Oh, beautiful. I am almost reaching a point where my character's clothes are fully patched with everything. Nice. By the way, I leveled up agriculture, so the one skill I will never use in this playthrough. Great. But the funny thing is, I am actually running pretty low on food. There weren't that much food in the... Throw... Guys, cooked salmon. Throw fish back. I don't think we have the capacity to do that, big man. That's what I did when I was doing the video on guns. I just turned on debug mode, gave my character like hundreds of bullets. I just let it rip. But it's time to do the tedious work of leveling up electrical. Now I'm only going to go for like you know, high value objects. So I am absolutely not dismantling watches to get there. I am going for computers. I'm gonna go for payphones, industrial kitchens, these types of things. We are not putting apart watches. Grind electric, because even I understand how incredibly boring that is. But I think they have some computers on the floor. It's like a rare steak, you just need to put it back together. For sure, yeah, that's how it works. They don't have any computers here. Old school office, everything is done by hand. Oh, look, a peak. Nothing. Nothing of value. Maybe some magazine, skill book. I mean, I could be collecting money, and if I would collect enough, I could buy cosplay. Not gonna be doing. Okay, so first place that I can say is back to the strip club. Also, you should install Salmon Shoes mod. All it does, craft. And what are the salmon shoes? Dismantling a watch is like an extra reward. I could find more rewarding rewards. Frankly speaking. It's kind of effort to reward relationship. So if I'm to invest time into... Oh. He got leather pants, which are much better than jeans. So yeah. Oh, and the top I can put also... I think I'm gonna stick with a regular t-shirt though. That it? That all of them? It seems like it. Shoes made of salmon, of course. It's actually a coincidence, Minyok. So this is actually one of the first like specific points of interest close to the area in which I spawned. Look at this, a short bat. A good weapon. And of course they have bats, you know, behind the bar in a strip club. That makes perfect sense. No ice cream though. Is there a basement here? Shame, there's no basement. The specific... It is! It actually is! Ooh. Oh, this is the... This must be the boss's room. Mechanics. Level 3. Overkill. The Gentleman's Club. Oh, it's called. Ah. Investor, guys. He's reading stock trends. Can respect that. How quickly can a broken leg heal? Because I'm playing in real time. I'm not sure if... It healed in 1 day. How come? It sounds impossible. I mean, if it happened, it is possible, but... highly unusual. Oh, frocking boots, my favorite ones. It was just a flesh wound, you know. Oh, this is nice. These are like VIP rooms. Yo, this couch is lovely, actually. Hey, they have ice cream. I knew it. Amazing. Ooh. Okay. Gonna check out the second room first. Where's the light switch? Oh, over here. Awkward. Long John Bottoms. Okay, this trip was already like visiting this club already proved to be incredibly valuable. Like from the perspective of the game, tons of really high quality leather clothes, which are great for protection. Long John Bottoms. Really decent. Oh. And I can disassemble these, actually. To get some... experience points in electrical. Ooh, and what is this? Carpentry level 1. Nah. I'm gonna handle that with tapes and... I wonder, you know, these papers, they probably keep a list of clients. Okay, these are all the same, just different colors. A storage room full of couches. They also have a laundry. That's very I appreciate the fact that they take care of hygiene and, you know, basic necessities. Okay, few more rooms and we're done. Okay. So this is like a massage table. No, guys, like, you can say whatever you want, but the way that they designed this club, they've really done an awesome job, and I haven't seen this painting anywhere else. I think this is kind of unique to this location, or correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really remember seeing this particular painting. So I would say if you're looking for some really interesting, unique, decorative stuff, you can absolutely go here. Because I mean, this one is a classic. I've seen this in multiple different locations, but that one with the woman lying, it's, or like this, whatever this is, weird ass frog or something. I haven't seen these anywhere else. So for loot runs, amazing. It's in the, okay, there is an art museum. Okay, so there is one more like area that I have not visited. And yeah, probably if you're thinking about going to find paintings, maybe you should target the art museum instead of a strip club. But then again, you know, if you want to go loot paintings, that's a great excuse to go to the strip club. Haha. And can you pick up the statue, by the way? You can, but it's incredibly heavy. But you can actually pick up these statues and set them up in your base. She is very tired. I am getting tired, guys. I'm not gonna be playing day 3. Had a very rough start to today's stream. It all wended. Wended. That's what I'm talking about. I am getting really tired. It all ended fairly decently, I might say. I found a lovely plushie. And I am still alive. So I'm gonna call it a day. And I am going to stream on Thursday. Just so you guys know, I'm going to the office every single day this week. Apart from Friday, where I am not in the office. So, after, half a year of remote work and year and a half of being unemployed, all of a sudden I have to go to the office every single day for 4 days a week. And I'm not sure what's going to be my state of mind when Thursday actually gets here, but I really do plan on streaming on Thursday. We're gonna pick this series up and see where fate takes us. Let me just mark the club as something. And I am happy to say that we are alive at the end of the stream, and I have not rage quit it. I am very proud of myself, and I really do appreciate the fact that you guys joined me for today's stream. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. And I'm not gonna be yapping. I'm just gonna close it. So guys, you enjoy the rest of your evening, the rest of your day. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I'm gonna go to sleep because tomorrow is another day. And I'll see you on Thursday. And in the meantime, if you want to chat, if you want to hang out, check out the Discord. The link is in the description. I will post the mod list in the description as well. But I'm gonna probably do it tomorrow. Energy. Okay. So guys, have a good one.